Hey Amanda, how's it going? I don't know if let me know if you can see this stream and if it's in landscape or portrait for you. Like, does it show up on your whole phone or is it just on like one little like rectangle? Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. I did a new stream setup today where I'm actually streaming everything from OBS instead of using Live Studio because I was having some like latency issues. So hoping this fixes some of it at least. Let me get the rest of my stuff set up. And I'm doing well today. I got up really early to watch Team USA hockey, so a little bit tired today, but very, very happy with the outcome of what happened in the hockey game, so really can't complain. Sounds a bit boxy. Oh, that's probably my mic, honestly. I just was talking a little bit far away from it, so see how it goes in a minute here. Yeah, we won. I am such a proud American today. Also, this is one of those days where you realize that Canadians aren't as nice as like everybody says they are, because they're really mean on social media today. But I mean, we beat them at the only sport that they're good at, so I guess I guess that's why they're mad. It still feels really good to be able to say, "Haha, we beat you at the only sport you're good at, though." All right, let me see if I can. Oops, too far. Trying to get my phone to a good angle without it being all weird looking. Let me try this. Can I do it this way without being weird? Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. What's up, Nick? America, so happy. By the way, that when you when the thing you sent me where it was like, what the f is a kilometer? I sent that to a couple of people. I couldn't stop laughing earlier. Nick, did you get any your hands on any non Pokemon Center ascended yet, or no luck yet? And what's up, All American Dad? You have a good you have a good username for today's win against those bagged milk drinking people up north. I'm punchy with Canadians today. It's fun. Um, Sounds good. Thanks, Slim Jim. All right, let me see what I got going on here. Dog, you need to move. I'm gonna run you over. You gotta watch out. Look out. Watch your butt. Watch your butt, peeps. Trying to get closer to my desk so I can open some packs, and this dog is sitting on top of my computer chair's wheels. So that's fun. Let me get my other phone set up here real quick. And hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Like I said, I am having a great Sunday because Team USA took the win, and I've been up since like I don't know 3:30 Pacific time today. Their cops are called Mounties. That's true. I just saw a video of Jack Eichel and having Jack Hughes on his shoulders, and they clearly look like they already started drinking. So I'm glad that the team is getting to blow off a little steam after all that hard work all the last couple weeks. Because I realized that a lot of these teams, regular season of NHL starts back up on Wednesday for them, and so with the time difference and stuff, that's really really quick. All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and I'm going to start off by clearing through these temporal forces. Yeah, they definitely cry maple syrup, or you know, I mean, dude, their milk comes from a bag. Like, they have their milk in a bag. I don't know what that's all about. Let me see what these angles look like. I want to make sure I have everything centered ish. I gotta fix one thing. Give me 1 sec, and then I'll get started. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, is it harder or more expensive to have milk in a carton? Like, I just don't really understand what the whole deal is with like why you would need bagged milk instead of a milk in a carton. But But yeah, if anybody on this stream is Canadian today, I apologize. I am going to be pretty snarky the entire stream. So just saying, you gotta know what you're signing up for if you're joining this stream today. All right, finally, there we go. That should be much better. I just have to get both cameras like centered, or else when I start ripping, it's you can't see it on one of the angles, and then you like it's just really frustrating. So, I think I got it here. Let me see. Angle this one up tiny, tiny bit. Sorry, you're having to bear with me with my stream setup because I've been trying to get the right angle to rip packs while also simulcasting this into a like a better quality stream for my short or video for my TikTok shorts and stuff, and it's been tough to like, get this perfect the last couple days, and so I'm almost there. I got too many things going on my desk. All right. This is a little too high and a little too low one more time. So annoying. There we go. I think this will work. All right, let's see how that does. This seems good enough. All right, now I got a phone like directly in my face, but it'll be fine. All right, let me go ahead and I'm gonna start recording this. And so we're gonna open a couple of these at a time since I'm recording for my TikTok shorts as well. Guess we'll open 3 and then 2 because I have 5 packs left from that ETB from yesterday. Sorry, my phone is like in my face right now. I'll fix it again after this first couple packs. And let's see what happens. All right, so like trying to get the right angles on all my cameras, and it's gonna be interesting. I gotta fix my lighting too. Getting a live stream set up when you're also trying to record on something else is a little bit of a weird phenomenon. So let's see what happens here. Next pack. Did we get anything good? And Deerling has some good art. I gotta fix my lighting after this pack, and then Turdinator, Frostmoth. Guess that's a hit. Iron Crown. Let me move this guy out of the way, and give me one more second. I gotta do 2 things. I wish I could get this camera to film in a better way. So I'm gonna try something else here. Get out of here. There we go. There we go. This will be good enough for now. Be at a weird angle, but it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm using my Streamlabs or my not Streamlabs OBS to stream everything today, Lukesh. So I'm just trying to get my camera angles better now, but most things should be better. It's probably a little echoey because it's coming directly through my audio. But yeah, it might also be that I have moved some stuff around my office and have the door open, so it might just sound a little echoey. Let me see. How do I get this stupid thing out of there? Oops, sorry. I'm having technical difficulties this afternoon. Just trying to make this thing work. There we go. All right, can I get this so it's like right next to there? Yeah, like that. I guess we're gonna try this. What's up, Trap? Nice. I woke up too early. I was actually gonna go to a local like restaurant. I live in Vegas, so it's 24-hour everything here. So I was gonna meet up with. I used to run a hockey podcast for Vegas Golden Knights, and I was gonna meet up with my former podcast co-hosts, but one of them was running a marathon later today, so he kind of bowed out at the last minute, and I totally get it. I wouldn't want to go eat a bunch of breakfast and then run a marathon either. And then another guy wasn't gonna be able to like leave his dogs alone because his like security system was broken or something. So unfortunately, we canceled. Which it would have been really fun to like hang out with those guys and eat breakfast and stuff. But no worries, I'll see him again one of these days. But we were group chatting instead, and we were all just very happy about the outcome, especially the Canadian tiers. And what's up, Jace? And you didn't miss anything, Lukesh. I've just been trying to fix my stupid camera thing here for a few minutes because I'm trying to get I'm trying to get it so like the camera's in a good angle so I can open both packs easily. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Super annoying, by the way, to figure this out when you have like two different cameras you need to use with two different lenses and they have to be at the same angle. And if you don't get the right angle, then it looks bad. So I just have to make a couple more adjustments, and otherwise it gets like in the way of my like actual view of stuff too, which is super frustrating. All right, let me try this. I think this one's gonna have to work. There we go. I gotta get that out of the camera view. All right. Yeah, that camera looks fine. The problem is that I'm trying to record on my phone and I have a second arm and I can't get it so that when I rip, it's at the same angle without moving another camera around. So it's just like, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna move this guy and then, yeah, there we go. I'll fix the rest of this later, but this will work for now. Yeah, she's in the back. She's sitting on her bed and nibbling it right now. Oh my god, this is stupid. There we go. Can you get out of my view? Oh, maybe I'm just tired today because I can't figure this out. All right, I'm just gonna do that and hope it's fine. And then, you know what? Honestly, I'm just gonna record this stream instead because I am so frustrated right now. So give me 1 second. I'm giving up on my phone and just doing a hard recording. All right, let me click record. All right, I'm recording directly to my computer, I hope. There we go. All right, sorry for the 8 million technical difficulties there. That was my fault. Now I can move this a little forward so I don't have to be like all up in that. And there we go. All right, finally. Sorry about that, yo. All right, let's get ripping once I do one last thing here, which is just fix the lighting on my camera because it resets every morning. Yeah, the temporal ETBs look good. I am getting through the first one, and then honestly, I might just open this Ascended ETB either today or on another stream, and I'm not really feeling like giving that one to somebody when I could just buy one online and ship it to them, because the shipping cost to send one of these to somebody is going to be like 15-20 bucks. So even if I have to pay a little extra for an ETB on like scalper prices, it's probably still, if I add up my time and money to do all of that stuff, it's probably going to be less. And hey, Mason, what'd you pull this morning? And Ascended behind me is Pokemon Center, the one over there. Everything in my background is Pokemon Center except for the temporal ETB that's in the background. All right, let me up lighting a little bit. There we go. Let's see if I can get this a little bit more lit without blinding myself. All right, So we got Temporal Forces here. Let's see what happens. Screamtail. We got Girafarig, Mawile, and Iron Valiant. That goes over there. Try this next one. Waiting on my... Open the beat up one, do it. That's what I did. I looked at both that I got, and the one that was better sealed condition, I put in the acrylic case, and then I opened the other one yesterday. Pineco, Keldeo. All right, I got Iron Crown Ultra Rare. I don't have this one either. Just curious what this looks like on the back. Whitening all over. There's a big one right there. You opened up both, Amanda? Are you going to grade any of the Pokemon Center stamp promos? Oh, lucky. The promo I did open was a bit off-centered, and so I think it's going to get a 9. I'm still going to submit it, but I'm going to be a little bummed. It was like right on that line where it could get a 9 from centering. Tranquil, Hoot Hoot, Raiden. All right, nothing much left in that one. I'm going to open this Ascended tin next because I have it right in front of me, and it was already open. What's up, Carter fam? Congrats on winning the Ascended ETB. I don't know if you saw my message to you earlier. Where'd my phone go? Oh, I see your stuff there. Cool. Yeah, I'll get that sent out to you. I'm honestly gonna just buy one off of either TikTok or like another website that is currently selling those ETBs. Just because the time and money it costs me to send stuff in the mail is just not really usually worth it for something as big as an ETB. Especially if it's like a free givey type thing. And so I'll probably just get that sent over to you from a dropship somewhere, which actually will probably mean that it'll be there even faster too, because I would totally have cheaped out on the the postage and sent it like USPS Ground Advantage, and that will take a week to get anywhere. Lakesh knows because I did that for his free stuff that I sent him, and it took like over a week, but that was also the mail got real slow or something. I don't know what was happening there. And what's up, G? Good to see you again. And Charmeleon 151 full art, that's a good one. All right, let's see what happens with this Ascended. I am curious in this tin if there's anything. This is not the tin from my case of tins over there. I might open some of those today. All right, we got no God Pack. Ooh, we got the Voodoo. I want this one, or I wanted this one. And by the way, if you weren't watching yesterday, sometimes the illustration rares are in the first reverse hollow position in this set. And then I'm guessing sometimes you could potentially get a illustration rare, a special illustration rare, and a mega attack rare in the same pack that way. And Lakesh, I'm not sure, because when we were ripping yesterday, we actually found them in both spots, the third from last and second from last. And yeah, it's because of the reverse hollow order. Gotcha. Let's check out this Voodoo. This is one I saw. Jace sent me the stream of that guy who opened like 8 million Ascended packs to try to master set it with ribbon shippers, which I think is like the most insane, unhinged way to try to master set something. And I saw this get pulled, and I was like, ooh, I want one of those. But like, if I was gonna master set something, half of the thing I would enjoy doing is like actually seeing or pulling the cards myself. And so like the fact that that guy spent like 50 grand a master set and he didn't open any of it himself is so wild to me. All right, let's see. Is this card? Yeah, okay. Bottom's a little tight, but it's 10 worthy. you're banding together with friends and ordering singles online. Are you going to try to master set this, Amanda? And my question is, if you're going to master, or if you're going to try to master set it, are you going to try to get every different permutation of Pokeball for every different common card? Or is one Pokeball per card, will that do? What's up, Calvin? I just saw you joined. Congrats on getting a giveaway win for yourself as well. Oops, I said the G word on the stream. It's going to yell at me or something. Yeah, I want to pull one of those from Ascended too. I don't have any expectation that I will anytime soon, but if I do, I will be absolutely amazed. I don't think we're going to be able to handle that. Give me 1 second. Let me check this chat. Yeah, rub it in, Amanda. Oh man, I really would love to get a God Pack sooner versus later. But I've been saying that about Prismatic since I started collecting again. And most of y'all have seen how that's gone for me so far, so good times. Cascoon, Tepig, Mismagius. All right, well, we got one hit out of a tin, out of 2 packs in a tin, so really not bad. I'm happy with that. 2 of your friends have gotten them. Well, that means I gotta get one too, right? Let's see. Pick something for me to open between Temporal Forces ETB and some Surging Sparks boosters from that box. And I'm gonna sleeve these cards while I wait. All right, I'll do the Temporal Forces one first. Double Zards from Phantasmal Flames. Like 2 Charizard SIRs, the gold ones, or which ones? Oops, wrong sleeve. You know, I redid my trash can trash bag thing so that I wouldn't throw these all over my desk. And guess what I'm doing? Throwing them all over my desk. So that's a good time. All right, we're going to open the Temporal. I got one more Temporal ETB. I just threw it in an acrylic case so I'd have an even number of ETBs in my background, but it's not a Pokemon Center one. I'm probably going to rip it, honestly. Y'all know me. I don't keep much sealed. I only put this one in a case because I already had the case out, so I was like, whatever, I'll put that in there. Yeah, so these were the ones that Amazon had an okay discount on. They weren't MSRP, but they were like maybe like 15% over at most, and they just shipped them in like a brown paper bag, and so they were wrecked. The only one that is even sealed worthy is the one that's in that acrylic case behind me. So I'm happy to open it. It's not like what am I going to do with like a ETB that's not even from a set that was incredibly popular? All right. I do like the color of the cardboard thingy that's on the inside. I think it's funny also that for the ETBs, they switched the inside part that like holds everything up from cardboard to like a plastic container thing. But in the latest Charizard tins, they switched from those plastic things that kept all the packs in place to a paper one. So I'm like, what are you doing? Like, no consistency about it. Let's see, Fluttermane card. This one's fairly clean. It's a little left skewed though. And there's whitening on it, so that one might go to one of y'all if you want that card, or it'll go in my binder. Cool. I got a few of these now, so I'll probably just send this with that other promo card I'm going to send you, Lakesh, and the sleeves. If I don't have one already. Well, I got 3 of these ETBs, so I have 2 of those cards right here so far. All right, let's go ahead and start ripping this one. Did Temporal Forces, was it a full set or a special set? I can't remember if I ever seen booster boxes for this set. I don't feel like I have. No, maybe I have. I feel like it's just not a popular set, so. Arbok is in here? I want that. Let's get that. We're going to get that. Snom, Meryl, Drampa. That's kind of cool art for a just regular holo. Temporal and Paradox, I feel like are two of the sets. Well, I've opened like one pack of Shrouded Fable because it doesn't seem very popular, but it's also kind of not cheap to open. But like Temporal and Paradox seem like sets that I haven't opened much of, and I don't know why. Because there are some decent cards in both sets. Is there only God packs in English sets if they're a special set? Because I feel like that might be a thing. Or at least demigods in like 151. Nuzleaf, Centiskorch, Wugtrio EX. All right, well, we got a double rare. No, I dropped a card. God packs only in Prismatic and Ascended, Demigod, and Mew. I've heard of a demigod happening in Black Bolt and White Flare, but I don't know if people are just making it up for the views. Like I feel like whenever I watch something where somebody pulls a god pack, unless it's Prismatic or Ascended, like I just don't believe them. And I've pulled so much Black Bolt and White Flare, I've never seen anything like that personally, but oh really? So there is actually a god pack in that special set. By the way, worst Pikachu out of like most Pikachu art, in my opinion. I was bummed that that was the one they decided to use for the 30th anniversary card. It's like a mixture of like a chonky Pikachu and a normal one, but it's like the worst art for both. Azumarill, Haunter, Brambleghast. They've also recycled this card in like 10 different sets, I swear. Gotcha. So Black Bolt, White Flare is a god pack. That's interesting. And what's up, Treeverse? Welcome to the stream. My hair's super messed up today. Oh yeah, it did get super messed up. I don't know what happened. Roly Coly, I love that name. Airy Melmetal. Oh yeah, I guess you're right, and that keeps some of the cards like set legal for longer. Because isn't Temporal's about to go out of play or legal play soon-ish? Not yet, but like in the next year. Oh, you meant the Pika. But yeah, that's true. A lot of them have been overused. It would have been cool if they held back on like one of the Illustrator contest ones for it or something, though. Let's see. Pineco, Cincino, Fluttermane. Well, we're not really getting much out of this ETB so far, so maybe that's a good sign that one of these other like boxes will have something real good in it. Let's see. Wait, Amanda, you think that they put that gold Zygarde in like early packs just for like on purpose? Well, yeah, because they had to have had it in a print run. That's weird. Interesting, though. All right, let's see if there's a hit in this guy. Really am personally not a huge fan of sets that are real heavy on that 3D looking art style. Sizzlepede, Hand Trimmer, Dunsparce. You want me to open Surging next? All right. Oh, how much did the Surging Sparks? I think I paid $2.20 for it somewhere. I think it was on TikTok Shop somewhere, honestly. If you can get like coupons directly from TikTok and find a seller that'll accept them, that's usually when you can get a real good deal on a booster box on TikTok. Turtwig, Iron Juggulus. I almost said Iron Julius, like Orange Julius, because I don't know. All right, well, so far in this ETB, these have been the hits, so that ain't great. If you can find Phantasmal for like under 250 right now, I would say get it. And because Phantasmal's been expensive lately. I looked at the price of boxes recently and couldn't find any under 300. So I think that set's starting to go up a bit. But then I would say if that's the case, then you might want to get a Phantasmal box, but keep it sealed. SIR Megazard, nice. Yeah, I got 2 of them. Both turned into PSA 10s. I actually sold one though because I needed the money at the time, and it had a little ding on it that I thought it should have gotten a 9. So when I got a 10, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna sell the one that has a little ding on the front. Rockruff, Sandy Shocks, Iron Valiant. All right, we got one more pack to get something better than a double rare. There's 11 cards in Journey. Wait, that seems right. Isn't there 10 in an energy? Hold on, let me double check this. Because I think it's 10 plus an energy, if I recall correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so it's the 10 cards. It says 10 additional game cards, but they always include a single energy with it. I sent Mizard. The one I knew would get a 10 was... whatchamacallit, I sent it as Express because I just wanted it back, and I like looked at it up close, and there was no whitening on it. It was perfectly centered, like almost exactly 50-50. So that one I sent in as Express, like right off the bat. And then the second one I actually sent in as Value Max, I believe. Yeah, because I thought it was just going to get a PSA 9, which would have been basically the raw card value or so. And so I was like, I'm not going to spend extra money when this thing's going to get a 9. And then at the very end, they're like, hey, we're going to upcharge you because it's a 10. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just sold it because I was like, all right, well. And they're like, hey, do you want $1,600 in cash for it? And I'm like, I did the math on how much I would lose off like eBay and shipping. And I'm like, oh, yeah, so I'm just going to take $1,600 right now. Can we get a hit out of this ETB? Ghastly. Oof. Oof, that was a really bad ETB. Got the new AR Mew. Oh, nice. These were our hits from that ETB. That was pretty bad. I feel like I need to open the other temporal ETB at some point. I honestly might just rip that right now because I'm upset. Like, that was... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know with Amazon, like what the deal is. But like that being said, you saw me rip that Surging Sparks booster bundle the other day, and I pulled a Hydreigon SIR out of it. So I don't know. I've also seen somebody rip 4 or 5 Ascended ETBs, and their best card was like a cheap illustration rare. I'm gonna open the other temporal real quick. Hold on. Bye-bye. Hey, dog, you're right in my chair rolling path, bro. All right, well, yeah, I just found a tear on this one anyways, so I don't know why I was trying to keep this thing sealed. But I guess compared to the other ones, it was better, but it's still not great. So we're just gonna open it, see what happens. I don't think it could possibly be worse than the other one that we just opened. So if it is, I'm kind of trying to like burn up my bad luck until I open some of the Ascended here. So we'll see. Real quick, I'm just curious because I have not looked at the card list for this at all. Like, what are the hits in this that everybody wants, and what? Oh, there's that Arbok. Okay, that Arbok is awesome looking. Oh, the Ghastly is really good looking in this set too. Do I like anything else personally? Ooh, I have the Deerwing as a PSA 10. I need that Sawsbuck to go with the Deerwing. I forgot that the Deerwing was from Temporal Forces. And then what SIRs do they have? I got that Gengar, which is incredibly valuable, ultra rare. Their that's why people don't like this set, because their SIRs are all Gouging Fire, Iron Crown, all those kind of cards. And then so are the gold cards. Okay. So this set basically has some really, really banger illustration rares and some really, really meh SIRs. Yeah, that Drampa looks great. The Litten as well. All right, so this is a set where you want a bunch of the IRs. Where's the Mudsdale? Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Oh, I think I have that one. I don't know where it went, but I think I have it somewhere. Ooh, the Excadrill from this one's good too. Yeah, why is it that they have a set full of amazing IRs and probably the worst SIRs I've seen? Like, I don't really want any of these. Like, if I could get those IRs over any of these, I would 100% just take it. I love Litten, and I love the name Litten because it's like in my head it just makes me think that it's a like kitten that's going to the club and getting lit. They should totally make that into an art too, where it's just the kitten getting lit at a club. Oh, and I do have these two already too, which they're decent art as well, and they connect. Lickitung's interesting in this one. All right, let's rip this and see if we get any of those IRs. You know, now that I said what I want, we're gonna pull at least one of those SIRs. I might, Lukesh, because I don't know. I'm not. I just learned right now that I'm not chasing any SIRs in this set whatsoever. I think this is the only set that I've ever seen where I wouldn't care if I got any of those SIRs. Let's see. Ooh, that's a really off-center promo card. Why are they always doing that to me? All right. Let's open some packs. What's up, Pumbaa? Did you bring Timon with you? It's my Disney dad joke for the morning, apparently. Oh, it's 1:41. It's my Disney dad joke for the afternoon. Roly-Poly again. Zerora. Koraidon. All right, we got the first pack out of the way. I feel like ever since I said not selling ripping for fun, there's a lot less people that have been weird in the comments. And we still got packs left, so I'm not super concerned quite yet. But if this is the big hit from that ETB, I'm going to be real bummed out. All right, let's see what happens with this one. Can we get something else here? Where am I going to get totally wrecked? Poochyena, Heatmore, Magcargo. I've had okay experience with Temporal before, Jace, but I haven't pulled that much of it, so I think I just got lucky. But I realized where I pulled so much Temporal was in those Paradox tins that had like a Journey, a Temporal, and a Paradox booster in them. I got a ton of illustration rares for specifically either Paradox or Temporal from those, but that was it. I got like no SIRs, and I ripped probably almost 20 of those tins because I had a coupon at Walgreens and they were at MSRP, so I think I paid like $12 a tin and each had 3 packs. It was a pretty good deal. I was just bummed because I basically pulled nothing big out of it. Yeah, Horrible Forces is how I'm feeling right now, but Let's see. Oh, this. Hey, I just was talking about this. I was just saying I have the Deerling and I needed the Sawsbuck to connect. Oh man, that was a good one. I'm very happy about that. It's why is like every card in this set left skewed. So this one's definitely a bit left skewed, but I think that'll still grade close to a 10. I'm gonna measure it before I finish setting that one up though. Where did my other sleeves go? Put them on my desk somewhere. Oh, they're under my phone. And give me 1 second. Let me just check my phone. All right, my buddy Nick that was on the stream earlier. This is what he just sent me. He pulled Mimikyu, he pulled the Electros Mega Attack Rare, he pulled the Numel and the Sprigatito Ultra Rare, and then a couple double rares. So not bad for the ETB. I've seen, like I said, Jason and I have both seen some ETBs that had nothing in them. And yeah, that was out of Ascended ETB. That was actually out of the Pokemon Center Ascended ETB because he got like 2 or 4 of those. I'm probably going to end up opening the Ascended, especially since I just talked to the guy that won the Ascended Givey, and I'm just going to drop ship him one because it'll honestly be like even out versus me sending the one that I paid for here. Especially since the one that is right there came from my local shop. And even during pre-orders, I bought one on a pre-order with them in case I couldn't get any product anywhere else. And for a pre-order of Ascended, and this is when the set first dropped, they were charging, I think, $85 for that ETB. So that plus shipping, and it would just be the same amount as if I just send the dude an ETB from TikTok or something. So I'm just going to do it that way. And that way I don't have to deal with also taking the time out of my day to go to the post office and pay for shipping and blah, blah, blah. So yeah. That said, I gotta go to the post office one of these days to send Jace and Lakesh some stuff, but I can do that at my leisure because I'm just sending y'all free promo card type things versus... Yeah, that'll be a 10. Or it should be a 10. Wait. I'm a dum-dum. I didn't even look at for whitening. Is that white? Oh, no, there's just dust. Okay. I think we're good. Yes, I am very happy about this. I hope this gets a 10 so I can put it next to my Deerling that got a 10 because I like they connect. And yeah, and honestly, I expect that ETBs will get back to MSRP. Not maybe for every single set, but for more sets in the near future. So we got a couple things that are about to happen. There's like lots more economic headwinds for people that are continuing to make things harder to afford outside of just Pokemon. And so I expect that a lot of those things will turn into people buying less Pokemon. And I guess we'll see though. I guess it depends on what the demographic is of overall of people that are opening Pokemon. Is it mostly rich people or is it a bit of everybody? Because if it's not mostly rich people, then when the economy continues to shift, there's going to be a lot less people that can afford to buy Pokemon. And thank you for the likes. I'm guessing, has Jace been all over the like button again today? Let's see what is in this one. I'm so happy I pulled that Sawsbuck. I want the Ghastly and the Arbok. Can we get those? Slugma, Cottonee, Raiden. Not out of that pack. I appreciate all the likes, guys and gals. Oh, Pumbaa came back. What's up, Pumbaa? I thought you left because I made a joke asking where Timon is at. Shaman, Crocodile, and that guy. Feraligatr. All right, let's see what else we get here. Can we get something better than Sawsbuck or as good? I think the ones I would really like the most right now are the Arbok and the Ghastly, though. The IRs in this set go hard. Colossal. Mudsdale, Roaring Moon. All right, 2 packs left. Hopefully there is at least a illustration rare in one of these. Watch both of them have these SIRs. I'll be like, yay. You bought a Gastly and a 10. How much did that run you? Well, I guess it'll depend on when you bought it too. Bronzong, Full Metal, Incineroar. Oops, I bent that card. Good thing it wasn't. I bent that card trying to stack it, but it's literally a reverse hollow stadium. I don't think it matters. All right, last pack. Can we get something like a Sawsbuck? Can we get the Arbok or the Gastly? That's what would be cool. If we do get it, it's got Whitening though. All right, no, that I guess would be the ultra rare or the double rare. Mudbray, Roaring Moon. That messed with me because I saw like a dark with a gray border and I thought it was going to be an illustration rare. And we got Iron Boulder EX. All right, well, at least we got one illustration rare out of that one, and it was clean enough to get graded, and it was one I wanted, but it was a bummer that we didn't get anything else out of those. All right, 200 last year. Oh, wow, it's 330 for that Gastly. Man, I really want that card, but I'm not going to pay that much for it. All right, I am going to move on to an Ascended Tin. And then I'll probably alternate between that and the ETB and some Surging Sparks. And then I'm not going to open all of the tins today, but I'll open like 1 or 2, and then I'll open the ETB. Should I leave? Yeah, I'm not going to leave this sealed. It's like, should I just open the ETB and not this today? I'm like, I want to open a tin or 2, though. So I feel like the tins have been getting pretty good pull rates from all the videos I've been seeing. Yay, I'm an adult and I can buy a whole case of tins. Like, as a kid, I would have been really... If past me could see today me, or present me, he'd be like, bro, can you lend me some of those Pokemon cards? All right, we're going to open Pikachu first. And yes, surprisingly, the tins aren't as expensive as some of the other Ascended products right now. Like, even with like scalpers, you can find like a single tin for like 20 to 25 bucks, whereas like the Larry blister with 2 Ascended packs will be like 30, and you're getting a coin and a promo card. That is weird to me. I hope so, G. That would be absolute insanity. But if I can pull either Pikachu, I would be blown away at that alone, honestly. All right, what's in the Ascended tin number 1? Ooh, I saw there was a rough top to a card here, I thought. Oh, maybe it was the live card? Yeah, that's what it was. I thought I saw a really messed up card in the actual pack. All right, we got a Hollow Fighting Energy. No God Pack, and look at that dent. All right, it's only on that card. I was like, if that's on the whole pack and there's an SIR in here, I'm going to be devastated. I think that's the concern about tins, though, is sometimes they'll have, like, because they're in a tin and they should move around and the tins are, like, oval or rounded edges and the cards aren't as rounded, like, that they can potentially get damaged more easily, I think is, like, why they're not as expensive. Ralts, Pokeball, and another Jamming Tower. This is, like, my 3rd or 4th one of these. I've only opened, like... I've opened less than 30 packs of Ascended, I'm pretty sure, so far, so... Weird. And yeah, tins are super hard on cards. That being said, though, I opened some tins, or a case like this of, whatchamacallit tins the other day. The Mega Tins with a Destined and a Mega Booster in them. I got some grade-worthy cards out of those, and we got, like, so many hits in a row. I think, like, 9 of the 10 tins had some kind of hits in them, so it was wild. Yeah, look at the edge on that one. Not great. Amanda, when you got a God Pack, did it have a foil energy on the front, or as the energy as well? Pokepad, I'm going to put that to the side. That's actually a replayable card right now. Is this a... Oh, no, it wasn't a hole. Voodoo, Scorbunny, Groudon. Lame. All right, well, I'm going to rip a little bit of Surging Sparks, and then we'll open some of that, or we'll open the Ascended ETB in a little bit here. I want Booty Pikachu. It's 10 worthy. That's my goal out of this Surging Sparks box. But we will see what happens. All right. Surging Sparks pack number 1. Can we get a hit in this? If I pull a God Pack, I'm either going to be like weirdly calm or I'm going to start yelling and won't be able to contain myself. Like last time I like hit something really big, I was like really calm for a few minutes and then I like started freaking out. Let's see. Come on, Surging Sparks, give me something good today. Gimme Ghoul, Charcadet. All right, we got the Sylveon double rare from that set. Which, is this the same one from Prismatic, or is, I think it's a different art on it. Yeah, well, especially if I was like doing a live or any recordings like when Summer's sleeping, but typically I try not to do any like recordings at those hours. She works some really weird hours. Like up until recently, she was having to leave for work at like 5:30 in the morning to get to work by like, she has to park near the strip in a parking garage and then walk almost a mile from the employee garage to her actual job inside the building because everything in Vegas is huge and takes forever to get to. And so like to get to work on time at like 6 with a half hour, or 6:30 with a half hour drive, she'd have to leave at 5:30 and then walk for like 15 to 20 minutes. That does not sound like a good time. I'm happy my new job's office is 15 minutes from my house and all the parking is right next to the building. Kecleon, Drillbur, Kilowattrel. Tired of getting double rares today, y'all. Need some more heat. Yeah, she doesn't like this job much at all, but she's working on trying to transfer to a place that she does like in the same like casino. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, she doesn't hate her job. She loves her clientele. It's just that like I think she doesn't like the actual like place that she works as much as like the clientele she deals with. So she's hoping to move to a different place in the same company. But we'll see. All right, let's see. Surging Sparks pack 3. What you got for us? Quaxwell, Charcadet. Ooh, Durant, ultra rare. I don't think I have this guy. I'm gonna have to. I started putting like all my top-loaded cards from my collection into 3 different top-loader binders I have, and I'm already running out of room between all the cards that I wanted to put in there. So I'm gonna have to buy one more and separate out my full art trainer cards, I think. Yeah, this is a nice ultra rare though. Ultra rares, in my opinion, are hit or miss. Like you either get one that looks really cool, or you get one that's like super weird looking, like Mamoswine. That one's like, I'm like, could you have just not printed this card? I think that would have done everybody a favor. Dog, you gotta wait. You have a whole hour. My dog's bugging me to eat, and she usually eats her DINNER at 3 p.m. Pacific. Terapagos, Passimian, and Palkia. There's going to be a hit here soon. I'm calling it. All right, let's see. Is it in this pack? And what's up to whomever is watching on YouTube right now and Twitch? I think I see there's a couple viewers over there, so hope you're enjoying this content. Just kind of hanging out and doing some pack opening for myself today. Usually I do my sorting on Sundays, but I didn't feel like doing that today, not after getting up so early to watch hockey. Stunfisk, Excadrill, Landorus, not that pack. All right, let's see what's in this one. Lively Stadium. Ooh, Sea Titan illustration rare. That's not a bad looking card. It's definitely better than the other Sea Titan EX. What is up with me and left skewed cards today? Look at that. That one's bad. Terapagos after that. Tomorrow, Walmart Online is... Oh, it is Ascended ETBs tomorrow, and it's for Plus customers only, which means that there's actually a legitimately realistic chance that you can get one tomorrow. Probably the only time that there's a realistic chance you can get Ascended on Walmart is if they gate it to Walmart Plus only, because it just cuts down on the number of people that can possibly buy it. Oh yeah, bundles come out like mid to late April, so it's definitely going to be a little while, but that's when Ascended will be way cheaper and easier to rip. So that's also why I'm not trying to overspend on like any product that's way above MSRP right now, because when those bundles come out, bundles are usually the easiest or cheapest way to rip any set, even expensive ones. That said, prismatic bundles like skyrocketed in price very quickly, so with special sets, I could be wrong about that. The bundles might always be expensive. Yeah, definitely worth asking for that for your birthday, even if you might have to wait like another like week until the actual bundles release or whatever. It might be worth asking for it and getting a late present if they'll be willing to get you a bundle, since that would be exciting. Shiinotic, Duraludon, Gouging Fire. Wonder if I can hit what's the other SIR, the Latios one? That'd be cool. They think cards are a waste, but if they're financially minded, have they ever looked at how much Pokemon cards appreciate over time? It's like one of the actually better investments than the S&P 500, apparently. If you want, I'll send you a link to a Wall Street Journal article where it showed that Pokemon card values have outperformed the S&P 500 for like the last 15 years or something crazy. Sigilyph, Bronzong, Gastrodon. All right, I'm going to switch back and we're going to open one more tin, and then I'm going to leave the rest of the tins for another live. I got some more product on its way that is just random stuff I'd ordered from things. I got some more pre-orders on their way from Ascended too, I think. I just don't know if my one local shop that's not actually local, they're like an hour away. I'm not actually sure if they're going to send me my ETB right now or if they're going to wait until the bundles come out, because I ordered it all in one order, so I got to reach out to them. I hope the Ascended tins get a God Pack. I would love that, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm that lucky. We're going to find out, though. All right. Tin 2, Pack 1, Ascended. Let's see what happens here. Not a God Pack. I opened it up wrong way. By the way, did they reverse the order of the cards in these Ascended packs? I feel like the live card used to be where at the back where the seam is, and now it's not. It's on the other side. I gotta get a cough drop real quick. Hold on. You wanna go outside? Huh? You wanna go outside? All right. Sorry about that. Still just getting over the rest of this cold. Oh, I would lose my mind if I. That's why if I'm probably just gonna buy you each a bundle online and send it to you. That's the other thing is when I do like giveies or like any kind of stuff for my regulars, my biggest like thing that I would be so bummed about is if somebody opened like a god pack that I sent. And yeah, that's also why I don't want to do rip and ship is because if I sat here and I ripped somebody else a god pack, I would just be like, I'm never gonna get one of these for myself. And somebody just got like an amazing amount of value out of like a single pack. I would be like upset with myself forever. Banette, Weevil, Pokeball, and Mad Cargo. So nothing in the first one. Um, but yeah, that's also why I'm like, I would rather just drop ship like even a overpriced product than have to go and ship one myself and then have the person DM me that they got something amazing out of it. Streaming. You mean like that guy who got canceled off Whatnot because he did that? Like that guy was the like I saw like a video he like had like he pulled like the chase card from like One Piece or something and then tried to scam somebody out of it and said that like oh I got that's not the card I pulled or something. Pikachu, Dratini. All right, we got a full art trainer. Very very top skewed. Look at that thing. There's like no border on the top. That might be the worst one I've ever seen. No border. Look at the bottom. All right, that's going in my binder. This is by far, I think, the worst centering for a trainer card I've ever seen. Like, I've seen some thin top borders on full art trainers, but this is like, they might as well just have put the trainer, like, thing at the top on this one and not even had a border. Yeah, them dogs. Speaking of dogs, my dog is freaking out outside now. She's letting everybody in the neighborhood know that she should be eating dinner right now and I'm not feeding her. What's up, Vic? Yeah, Hellebuck's paddle save where he like had his entire he was doing a split and had his entire like right arm back all the way, and he just like ended up blocking the guy shooting the puck. That was that was a highlight reel save for the ages, and I am so happy about that one. Um, Vegas's goalie Aiden Hill did a very similar move in the Stanley Cup Finals in 2023. So one of the guys that works for the Athletic, but is the local Vegas writer, also tweeted that where he did a comparison of those two saves plus the Braden Holtby save from like 2018 when he was playing in the final against Vegas. Okay, let's open up two more Surging Sparks, and then I will open the Ascended ETB that's in that over there. I'll open that one. I'm going to switch these around. I'm going to take it out of the box too real quick. Let me just double check. This is not the Pokemon Center one. Confirmed. That would be so bad if I accidentally opened the wrong one. And let me just put this box away. I did the Pokemon Center Ascended ETB yesterday. I don't want to open the other one right now because I'm kind of trying to keep that one sealed, at least for a while. Imagine I wait and then there's a God Pack in both that and the Prismatic Pokemon Center one. Even if it was in either, I'd be losing my mind. Lakoth, Clements, Quick Wit, and Zarude. I don't know. I said when I either get 100 concurrent users consistently on a live stream for more than just a couple minutes at a time, or if once I hit 10,000 users, I'll at least open the Pokemon Center Prismatic ETB. But I might open both then too. Uxie, Shroodle, Chen-Pao. All right, there's a hit somewhere at the end of that box, but we're gonna go and start opening this for now. And let me move this back so I can put that behind my monitor because I can't see anything on that screen right now. All right, where's my knifey knife? There we go. Your favorite Gen 9 Pokemon? I got, yeah, I like this one, but then sometimes I forget that this is not Wo-Chan, and I do not like the Wo-Chan one. Extra slabs I had in the Givey. You know what? I forgot to actually draw those, so I'll do that at probably after I finish this up. I got a bunch of slabs though, so I'll find some ones to do that for. How much was the Ascended Heroes display tin set? I can talk about it on Stream Lukesh, but I've been cautioned against sharing my screen because it'll ban my live for a while. So I can tell you who wins, and I can record the video on my computer, but I can't do the thing. And the display tin set, I think I paid like a little under 200 for it. So it was like 200 after taxes and stuff. And that was like the max I was willing to pay because that was pretty much scalper prices, but it honestly is a little better than the actual scalper prices right now, but still. But it was that in this ETB that I paid extra for just in case I couldn't get other product. Because I got it at like prices that weren't even close to how bad the current market prices are now. Okay, let's see. Start with a couple of these. All right, what do we got? First Ascended pack out of this ETB. I've seen ETBs be really good to people and really, really, really bad to people. So hopefully this is one of the good ones. Because the really bad ones are like... I saw some guy get one double rare out of his whole ETB the other day. Team Rocket Proton. Vanillux. Hey! All right. This is a good one. I think this is pretty good. And it's... Man, Ascended cards are super clean so far from my experience. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. Not the SIR everybody's chasing, but it's probably the second place version of that Gengar. I need to stop hiding my Easy Grip sleeves. Yeah, I agree, G. Like this one and the Mega Dragonite Mega Attack Rare are the two best Mega Attack Rares. The other two that are really great aren't even in the set. They're promo cards for English, which are the Lucario and Gardevoir ones that are in those poster collections. Those are the only other two products for Ascended that I pre-ordered at like a scalper price because I want those promo cards. And I think if I wait, the longer I would wait to try to get those poster collections pre-ordered, the higher the price is going to be on those because everybody wants those two promos. Yeah, the Lucario one's especially good. I like Lucario a lot more than Gardevoir personally. But I was like, all right, well, if I'm gonna get one, I should just get both, and so I have both the promos. All right, this is a good one though. This is super clean, super centered. I think this is the best centered card we've pulled today. Like, this thing is almost exactly centered in every way. Yeah, that is one clean card. Thrilled. Hey Jace, my ETB pull rate has been much better than that guy Arturo. 9 out of 10. That's wild to me, Amanda, because like especially the God packs, somebody physically that works at the Pokemon printing place has to actually handpick those and put them in a single pack. So you'd think that the person that handpicked them would pick the cleanest cards too. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, that's true. They don't care unless they get the cards themselves for free or something. All right, can we get another hit? That was the first or second pack out of this one. First one, I think, out of that ETB. Well, sorry, guy who won that ETB or won an ETB from me, but I'm glad I didn't send this one. Salandit, Grubbin, Reshiram. All right, next pack. What do we got? Anything good? Oh, see that one? That one was the correct direction that I thought it would be. I don't know what's going on with those. All right, we got a Bayleaf, we got a Trevenant, and a Colossal. Honestly, if the only hit we got was that Mega Gengar Mega Attack Rare, I would not be that upset because this is like for the Mega Attack Rares, like I think it was G said it, that it's this and the Dragonite that everybody's chasing for that. But yeah, I agree. I would love to have more. I would possibly freak out just as much pulling the Pikachu SIR, either of them, as I would pulling a God Pack. So I would be totally okay with a Pikachu SIR. Team Rocket's Watchtower. All right, I got Misdreavus. I think I already... Do I have this one already? I gotta look. I can't remember if I have this one or I just watched somebody open this one. I think I watched PokeCash pull this yesterday, but let me just double check real quick. Yeah, this has been a great ETB, honestly. It's better than the Pokemon Center one I opened yesterday, which didn't have... It had like a illustration rare or two. So there's the Zor... Oh, I had a Psyduck yesterday. That was the other good one. And Hitmontop and Heliolisk, I guess. Nope, I did not pull this one myself yet. Man, and Zoroark really has been showing up a lot for me lately. I got both the Journey and the Ascended SIR of it now. Gotcha. Yeah, I thought it was PokeCash. I just had to double check just in case. This one's not very well centered, but I'm going to double check it real quick. Let's see. Top bottom's questionable. Left right's also kind of questionable. It's close though. I don't know if I want to... I feel like I'll pull this again, so I don't know if I want to take the gamble, but I'm going to leave it in one of these sleeves as a maybe. I agree, G. I think the Psyduck art in Ascended is the best Psyduck art I've seen personally. But I might be biased. I think that the art for almost every like illustration and SIR in this set is really, really good. Like they're actually, I don't, in my opinion, I don't think there's a set that has better art than this one. Like as on average. Like I was looking through this thing the other day because I don't spoil the cards for myself until after I get an ETB and can look at like the set release and stuff. But the Tangela, the Voodoo, Beautifly, even Dustox looks good. Like all these illustration rares look pretty good. And then I'll real quick tell you which illustration rares I don't think are really good looking. Heliolisk is kind of whatever. Um, Snowrunt is decent, but not my favorite. Hitmontop was just whatever. This Doug trio goes so hard. I would need that card. Um, yeah, I pretty much like all the other art. And then the Mega Attack rares, yeah. Dragonite and Mega Gengar are by far the best. Mega Meganium, I think, is the other one that's a Mega Attack rare that looks good. And then pretty much every single SIR it goes so hard. Like if somebody is like, if you could pick like 4 SIRs out of this set to not pull and pull all the other ones, I would pick Electros, Emboar, Frostlass, and maybe Diancie as the ones that I don't really care about. I would take everything else. I would definitely 100% of the time take the Destined Rivals Mewtwo SIR over this one, though. I do hate Meganium, but like when it comes to those Mega Attack rare arts, it is one of the better looking cards. Like to be quite honest, some of those Mega Attack rares, I don't even know what I'm looking at. But then where'd they go? Yeah, like the first time I saw the Mega Halucha one, I'm like, what is this card? Like, where is the Pokemon and what am I looking at here? You like the Ascended one better than the Destined Rivals? I don't know. I don't like the. I think for me, it's that I don't like the 3D looking cards with like 3D style art. I guess that's it. It's just kind of my preference, I think. Ever considered? I did. I opened a whole box of, or a like half box of Mega Dream or whatever, the like little like mini box thing. So far I've had better pull rates out of Ascended. Which one's the original artist of the base Charizard? Let's see what happens here. I need to get another hit. Gotcha. What other cards does he do that you were referencing? Got Entei, Golduck, Entei again. Yeah, the problem with Cash though is that guaranteed pull isn't as good as everybody thinks it is based on people talking on the internet. I have gotten a lot of comments saying that Japanese booster boxes have a guaranteed SIR pull and it's or SAR pull. The guaranteed pull is a art rare or better. Actually, I think it might be even worse than that, but every booster box I've opened of Japanese boosters, I've gotten an art rare. I actually I did get Marnie's Grimmsnarl out of the Mega Dream, but I opened like multiple boxes of other like I opened a couple Inferno X boxes, I opened a couple Glory of Team Rocket ones. Didn't pull a SAR out of any of those. So yes, they have a guaranteed rate of some kind of rare that is probably technically better than the English sets, but I don't know. Sometimes I question, or sometimes I've opened English stuff, and then like after like everybody has told me, especially on my Instagram comments, that I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm like, have you like everybody in the comments that's like the Destined Rivals booster box has a guaranteed rare or guaranteed SIR. I'm like, you've never opened a booster box, have you? Because I've opened a lot and I've never gotten, or I've gotten an SIR in like maybe 25 to 30% of the booster boxes I've opened. This one's shiny. Let's see if there's a God Pack. Nope. Gloom, Tapu Koko, and Spidops. All right, we still got 3 packs of Ascended left. Someone got a God pack out of a box of Mega Dream. Oh, that's nice. And Mashir Tier. Oh, gotcha, Jace. And Lucash, I think we'll get one more pull. I feel it. Maybe not in this one, but let's find out. Even like the common art in this set goes hard. This one's silly looking, by the way. Ralts. Cascoon. All right, we got a Hops Pinurchin. That's not the rare we are all looking for, but it's something. All right, so can we get 1 or 2 more hits out of these 2 packs? Oh boy. Let's see what happens here. Nope. Not that one, but is there a hit? Mega Signal, Snorunt, Lunatone. Not that pack. I'm hoping there's a God pack in the tins. I've seen a couple different people pull God packs out of tins. Amanda, wasn't yours out of a blister? Oop, almost dropped that whole one. There's something at the back of this. I don't know what it is, but I saw something. Because I almost dropped the whole pack. 3-pack blister, and one of them was a God pack. That's so epic. What if you opened a tin and it had 2 God packs in it? That would be the most insane thing. Fan Rotom. Linoon, what did I see? Oh, it was Mega Frostlass. Okay. All right, well, we got the Mega Gengar, Mega Attack rare. Honestly, like, getting that alone in that box would have been fine, but we got a couple other hits too, so that was a great ETB. I was very happy with the pull rate for that. I'm very happy that I got this card. I was saying the other day I don't really love the Mega Gengar SIR versus like some other cards in this set, because I don't love that they put like a third eye on the Mega Gengar, but I think that personally, I like the Mega Attack rare for this better than I like the SIR. But I kind of like that they're going back to some of these style cards. Like, when did they do the like whole like Japanese writing on the card from back in the day? Was it the X and Y series that they had some of those? I can't remember. I can remember there's like a Mega Rayquaza from back in the day that had like that sort of stuff on it. And yeah, that's what I like too, Jace, is that the Japanese version has all the stuff that's in English on this card is in Japanese, except the Japanese is in English, and I think that's awesome that they decided to do the reverse of that for English sets. Yeah, Shiny Mega Ray, that's right. I think I have like a version of that one that was from Celebrations that was like a reprint. Blastoise has Japanese, yeah. All right, I'm gonna open a couple more Surging Sparks, and because I got some more product coming, and let me just check something real quick. Give me 1 second. I just have to let my dog back in. All right, I'm going to open a couple more packs here, and then I am going to probably sign off so that I can do I can record the winners thing video, but I'll do the drawing live, just I can't show it. I'll do a separate recording for it. Execute. Ho-Oh. Eternatus. All right, last pack for now. Let's see what happens here. What's up, oh dear? Good to see you. Wait, where'd my little thingamajigs go? Put these over here, and I haven't been using them. Bam. Yeah, I'm doing Surging Sparks for a little bit here. I've opened maybe a third of the booster box and then a couple tins and just finished opening an Ascended ETB and got that guy. Yeah, there's probably a little bit of an echo today. I got to figure out why, but I'm streaming through OBS today instead of through TikTok from an audio perspective, so I might just need to... Actually, let me try something. Can you hear me? Or did I just mute myself? Okay, so you can still hear me right now? Is there not an echo now? Okay, cool. I just realized I was accidentally sending audio through two different mic channels. So it was slight, and they were slightly out of sync, so it was echoing a little bit. That was my bad. All right. Honestly, I'm like, I want to open like a couple more packs, but I'm going to do Surging. I'm like, I don't want to open more Ascended yet because I want to use that for more live stream content later this week. Actually, I might do it because I just remembered I start my new job tomorrow, so I can't stream all the time going forward. I'll probably try to do like one weeknight and then one day over the weekend. But I'll have to reel it in a little bit since I'm going to be busier with work. So let's keep ripping of some stuff. I'll keep ripping as long as I got y'all still chatting with me for a little while at least. Tapu Koko, Glimmet. I don't actually have this EX, so I will take that. Cyclizar EX. And thank you. I'm excited for my first day. Honestly, first day is always just onboarding stuff, and so not super concerned about how heavy the workload will be on my first day, but I'm gonna have to hit the ground running a little bit though. So I used to work with my new boss at like a job before the one I got laid off from, and then I also used to work with one of the engineers that's starting the same day as me at that same job. All three of us work together, so we're starting on the same day, and we're both reporting to a guy we used to work for, so he knows our skill level, and he's basically just going to unleash us on some places that need to like be improved immediately. Like their like account setup process for this company is pretty antiquated, so we're going to be like hammering through that in the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to be real busy, but it's going to be exciting because it's a new industry, and these guys trust me, which I really appreciate, and I'm like kind of more of a boss than I used to be, which is wild. I got laid off to get a promotion. Vigoroth. Hey, Gold Executor. I don't have this one, and this one looks nice. Super off-centered, but it looks nice. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to measure grading that. That is so off-centered. It's going in my top loader. I'd be so bummed if this is the only hit in that whole box. Especially being that off-center. This is almost as bad as that full art trainer we saw earlier. Like, actually, I want to compare it. Where'd I put that one? Where did I put that one? Just disappeared. There it is. Let's see. Which one is actually worse? I think the trainer is actually a little bit worse, but they're both really bad. And yeah, I really did hate that last job. I had never been that burned out from a job before, and I didn't even recognize how burned out I was until after I got laid off and spent a couple weeks just not thinking about work, and it was amazing. And like that's the only thing though, is that like because I've had so much time off, I kind of don't want to go back to work at all, like ever, but maybe someday I can do this content creation thing full time. All right, let me open a couple more of these, and then I might just go through the whole Surging Sparks box, and if there's still people watching, I'll open like one more Ascended tin. I'm just not going to open all the other Ascended tins today. That is one thing I don't want to do, because I don't have that much more Ascended product coming to me until the booster bundles and some of the collections, so gotta ration that for content creation. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I have a shipment of some mystery packs because I like to get those for like opening some older stuff. So I got some of those coming. What else did I just order that I don't remember right now? Oh, Walmart still owes me like 7 Journey booster bundles and 5 Mega Charizard tins, and hopefully some Ascended ETBs by tomorrow. But we'll see. Oh yeah, I just remembered now. I also have the 2 Target ETBs that I just totally forgot about until right this second. So, PokeRev packs? Yeah, I might actually try that because he does seem like the most reputable streamer, and he's not a rip and shipper. He's like just selling those, if I recall correctly. I don't think he actually does rip and ships. But I like his content. He's like the other guy in this hobby that seems like he's pretty much as big as Deep Pocket Monster. Let's see what happens in this one. Sea Titan. Time. Whoops. Terabagos. Oh, nice. Congrats on the Cynthia's Garchomp. I pulled that. I had some old like PSA 8 and 9 slabs that I didn't care about, and I decided, or I looked up the value that GameStop would give me to trade them in, and with the GameStop Pro, it was good enough where I was like, I can get a Mega Charizard ETB or UPC or another one. And so then I ripped that, and one of my Destined Rivals packs had the Cynthia's Garchomp SIR, and it was like PSA 10 worthy. Let's see, and yeah, 100%. I like what's his name? Not PokeCash, the PokeLogic. He's been doing some like tips on how to get these drops. Unfortunately for him, the Target may have screwed up his trust level with recent followers a little bit. Because if you were on his stream, he was talking about, like everybody else was, that the ETBs would drop at 10 p.m. Pacific. They didn't drop till 2:30 a.m. Pacific, but that wasn't his fault. But like somebody that followed him probably is saying, "Oh, this guy lied to me." So that's the risk on doing those like how to get a drop kind of tips, is that they can very quickly backfire on you. I got a Leaning Tower of cards going on over there. Walmart actually did add a limit recently. It's 5 per item per person in online. And then in store, it is, at least depending on the store, my stores in Vegas are 5 items total per person, 1 unique item each. So you can't just go and grab all 5 ETBs from a Walmart drop in person here. But I don't know. I've heard other Walmarts out, like not here in Vegas, are pretty bad for that. But it was the Walmart in Vegas that guy got a whole pallet of Mega Evolution tins from, because he was like colluding with the manager at that store who got fired. And so, almost dropped that. Oh, it wasn't a good card anyway. And so, yeah, I think that's why our Walmarts here in Vegas are like real strict about that stuff now, is because they got all the bad press for like all of Walmart happened here in Vegas. And I think that they know that all it takes is one call to Walmart corporate now about a store letting people buy more than they should, and the manager at whatever Walmart that was is going to lose their job, especially here in Vegas. Which, good, they should lose their job if they're colluding with scalpers. 100%. Honestly, that should be like fraud. There should be like an arrestable thing there. Mesprit, Crocolower, Togekiss. Yeah, it's sad. Like, honestly, I might just start carrying around like some cheap packs to like give to kids if I'm like at a Pokemon vending machine and there's nothing in there when I go to check it. Just because kids are like getting screwed over more than anybody in this hobby. Where are you again? You're in Michigan, oh dear, I want to say. Because it depends on where you are and how rich the parents are, I guess. Snorlax. Ooh, that's a good Snorlax. I'm going to save that for that guy, Snorlax Steve. That's one of my mutuals. Landorus. Maybe you were right. Maybe all the hits already happened, but I have faith we're going to get an SIR in this. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Georgia, I'm so happy that I didn't get a new job in... I'm so glad I didn't have to go back to the banking tech industry for a new job, because most of those jobs are in like Atlanta area, and I am never doing that commute again for a job. It is not fun. I think honestly Atlanta traffic is probably worse than LA. Cryogonal. Zwellius. Hey, we got the shiny, whatever you call this. Is this an ultra rare for the Surging Spark set? Or is this just a double rare? Like, I can't tell because it's a silver 2 stars. Which Zard from Mega Evolution? You mean the Phantasmal, like the SIR, or which one are you talking about, Lukesh? I'm going to clear this box off my desk just to make some room. Put the packs on like that. And where's my penny sleeve? Put the penny sleeve on this one for my mutual Snorlax Steve. If you want the base Charizard EX card from Phantasmal, I'll send it whenever I send you the next round of stuff. Because I have like probably 10 of those that are actually double sleeved in top loaders, because they're fairly valuable base double rare card, honestly. They're still worth like $4 or $5 this far after set release. I mean, I haven't checked in the last month, but I'm assuming it's still pretty close. Tandemaus, Klefki, Chenpao. Kind of want to like keep stacking these cards until I see when it falls over, but then I don't want to clean up that mess. All right, let's see what's in this one. Oricorio, Bronzor, Zarude. All right, we still got like 12 packs left though, so let's see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and move this stack around before it does topple over, because that would actually... Nah, she's too busy. She's literally sitting outside of her dog bed right now, nibbling the actual dog bed. She's a really weird dog. I took a picture of her this morning in bed because she was under the covers with her head on the pillow next to my fiance's head, like sleeping like a person, like next to my fiance. It was the cutest thing. Save another 10, or save 10 for another time and open a tin. All right, let me check how many packs, because I wouldn't mind opening like one more tin potentially. The only reason that I'm also being a little conservative about my Ascended is because right now the estimated shipping time for the Target ETBs is March. And it's not March. Or it's not March yet, so I don't love that. Oh yeah, so my Shiba, I'm going to overshare here, but as I've gotten older, I have to get up and use the bathroom like more often in the middle of the night. And anytime I do that, whether it's for a minute or for a longer time, like she just straight up takes my spot in bed, and then she growls at me when I come back, and she doesn't bite hard, but she play bites me like hard enough where I'm like, she's like showing me that she's annoyed by me, but like not hard enough to actually hurt. And so Shibas are just little devil dogs, but they're so cute and lovable. And mine has a very unique personality that is, A lot of them don't like to be like snuggled or touched, or like they don't like belly rubs and stuff like that. But I think it's because I like socialized her as a puppy so much. She loves all the pets and all the touches and sleeping in bed with us and stuff like that. And she's actually a little bit like, she doesn't have separation anxiety, but she also like, whenever I'm working from home, if she's in my office with me and I go in another room, she'll like within a few seconds usually follow me to whichever room I'm in. And yes, they're very cat-like in so many ways. All right, let me set those to the side, clear out my desk a little bit. So let me open these 4 Surging Sparks, and then we'll open a Ascended tin and close it out for today. Or then I'll do the drawing at the very end for the slabs. Hopefully, since I'm not running both TikTok Studio and OBS today, it doesn't crash my video again like it did yesterday. Dummies, Pasha Berry, Slacking EX. And yeah, like my dog is very cat-like in a lot of ways, though. She cleans herself obsessively all the time. She doesn't listen to you at all. Like, I actually think a cat might listen better than a Shiba. Like, I have a shirt that says Stubborn Shiba Inu Tricks, and it's like literally like 5 different commands, and the Shiba just like sits there and stares at you. And then the bottom one says stay, and the Shiba's gone. Because like they'll just sit there and stare at you if you tell them to do anything except to stay. If you're like stay, then they'll bolt. Like I have to have a gate. Like the way our house is designed, there's like the front door, which is kind of on the side of the house, like next to the garage, because we live in Vegas and housing shapes are weird here. And so you go you open the front door, and then immediately, like to go into the kitchen living room area, there's a dog gate. And so if somebody knocks on the door and she freaks out because she wants to go see who it is, then I put the gate closed so that I can open the door without worrying about her running out into the street, because these dogs will straight up just run. They don't even know what they're running for. They're just like, they're chase dogs, so they like to just bolt and chase things. But they also they're not good at tracking scents for like themselves, so they don't know how to get back home. Glamora. Hey, we got Phoebus. It's not one I needed, but I'll take it. Again, it's a left skewed card day for me. Yeah, she did try to leave a couple times. One time when my roommate was home and we just moved into this house, she like didn't close the door all the way, and so the dog ran out into the street. But luckily there was no traffic, and I was able to go grab her. The problem is, though, is if you run after them, they think it's a game and they'll run away from you, and so like, and they're not easy to catch. All right, let's see. Let's get more. Let's get an SIR. Can we get an SIR? They know their house. Yeah, Kiko like doesn't really love leaving the house either, except she has to get like a monthly or so allergy shot from the vet, and she's weird. She likes going to the vet. Rotom. Armor Rouge. Saru Edge EX. Got this one a few times. Yeah, she likes going to the vet because she just likes getting pet by new people all the time. But I think we're going to have to get her a teeth cleaning soon, and I'm going to have to like put her under for it. I'm a little scared because I haven't done that with her before. And she isn't young. She's like going to be 10 this year. But her breath is stinky right now. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Did y'all hear that? She just whined at me when I called her breath stinky. Miracle Headset, Glamora, and Dialga. I think my favorite dog thing, though, is like their sweat kind of smells like white cheddar Smart Food popcorn, or like Kix, like the cereal or something. Like dog paws, like when they're sleeping, have like a very specific smell. I'm going to open the Riolu tin because I haven't opened a Riolu tin yet. I've opened a couple of the other tins, but not this one. Yeah, it's just like people, right, Amanda? Where like as a person, if you don't take care of your like teeth, especially like floss and like get rid of plaque like fairly regularly, like that can actually affect like the health of sending plaque to like your heart and stuff too, from what I understand. So something that just has to get done, and I want her to be alive and healthy for as long as possible because she's like my baby. So I'm just a little worried because she's had so many health issues in the past that like if we put her under, she won't wake up. But I think she's healthier now where that's not going to be an issue. And they're doing a blood test for all that anyways. All right, let's see if we can pull out of this Ascended tin anything good. And if not, then I'll probably be back one evening this week to open the rest of these tins. All right, let's see what we got in this first one. Carkol, Wurmple, Mega Gardevoir. Man, they're really going crazy with this Mega Gardevoir. Isn't this the same exact one as from Mega Evolution? They're just redoing it. All right, last pack for today. Let's pull something real good out of it. Let's get a God pack. Or some good SIR or some good illustration rare. So many good choices in Mega or in Ascended. Can we get one more good pull today? Waitress, Bisharp, and nothing. All right. So we didn't pull anything from that one, so that's fine. But yeah, let me open up my... I'm going to stop the record... Or no, I need to... No, I don't need to keep recording. So I'm going to stop my recording for the stream. And then I'm going to open up my thingamajig to do the drawing. Wheel of Names. Oh, cool. It saved all of my stuff from yesterday in cookies, so I didn't have to redo it. That's nice. All right, so let me just format this thing so I can record it, and then I will do a screen record. Command Shift 5. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to share this, but I have my Wheel of Names going, and I'm recording this, or not the audio, but I'm recording the actual like video of it so that I can share that on my TikTok later. So let me click to spin. Wow, 500 comments. Nice, Jace. All right, so the winner of... How many slabs did I say I was giving away? I think it was like 2 or 3. I don't remember, though. I got to go back and look at the video. I'll draw 3 just in case. The first winner was somebody named Jose on TikTok. And so I'm just going to do that. 1 sec. Oh, hold on. Summer texted me something that looked important. Okay, sorry about that. It was just my hockey group chat trash talking Canada, and Summer said she's not going to be home till late, so I have to do my own dinner. That's fine. All right, so I did pull one for Jose, so I'm going to remove his name, and then I'm going to run it again. let's see what happens in the next one. Next one came up DAI on the loose. Die on the loose, I guess. Day on the loose. And just in case, I'm going to run one more. And if neither Lakesh or Jace wins anything, you know, I got you in some way, shape, or form, so you'll at least get something. Where did I move all that stuff? Oh. All right, and then the other one just says Adam, so I got to go look at my spreadsheet and see what the actual username is. But yeah, so I don't think anybody on the stream right now had any of those wins, except I do see Eli here. I think, wasn't Eli on my list from earlier? I see who I sent messages to. I don't know if that's the same Eli, but anyways, if it is, yeah. And then, okay, Calvin responded. All right, so yeah, and honestly, I might just send out a couple of slabs anyways to some of my regulars next time I send you guys some stuff, just because there's a couple slabs I have that I wouldn't mind just giving out. They might not be the nicest slabs, they might not be the most rare card, but if you want a slab of some kind, I definitely have a bunch of like random ones. Yeah, congrats, Eli. And you were the Phantasmal ETB winner. Yes. So yeah, I'll get that sent out to you in the next day or two. And like I said, I'm probably just gonna drop ship one because it's honestly probably the same price as me buying one for cheaper locally and then having to mail it all the way there. Like, especially between my time and effort of having to go and drive it to a post office. So give me 1 second. You gotta wait. You gotta wait, dog. All right, Jace or Lakesh, are either of you interested in any of these random CGC slabs? They are all very random. This is the most random thing I've ever seen. I'm like, is this a Korean playing card? And yeah, so happy to send one of those out to you if you really want one of these slabs. The shift tree is actually kind of nice. The playing card looks nice. It's just like, who sent a playing card in to get graded? Specifically, who sent a Korean Pokemon playing card in to get graded? And this is the shift tree. I think this is from Temporal, or the Japanese version of Temporal. Yeah, I don't mind sending that one. And then Jace, I have some other stuff I can also send, but this one's kind of interesting. I don't have the bottom part of this, but it's kind of a cool looking card. I just definitely don't have the bottom of it. And I think this is one of those stack cards, right? Yeah, that definitely is supposed to have another part. Oh yeah, if you want this one then, Lakesh, I'll send that one to you. And then, wait, hold on. Because I appreciate my mods doing all the mod stuff so I don't have to worry about all these trolls and stuff in my streams. And I think y'all should be rewarded. Let me go and look up. Where's my... Sorry. I'll pull this whole stack out real quick. Thought I had one other 9 that I really was like, whatever. Yeah, I'd be willing to part with this one. I think this is potentially the other option of something that I wouldn't mind giving to either of you guys. And then I'll give away some of the other slabs to other people. This is an SIR, but it is a 9, so, and it's not one of the more popular SIRs, so this card value-wise is not actually worth a ton. But I think Lakesh got first choice, so Lakesh, choose between these two. Yeah, you ain't getting that first Charizard on the left. That's a PSA 10, 151 Zard. But yeah, for sure. I got both my Zards right here, actually. You'll take the Squawk Bird, Jace? Cool. Sounds good. Well, like I said, I appreciate you guys being mods on my lives because it's super helpful when somebody's modding on my lives. It's like takes so much stress off my plate for having to like both read comments, like deal with the people that are saying crazy stuff, and then try to mute them or block them, and so on and so forth. So, again, I definitely appreciate that, and yeah, nobody should have to do that stuff for free, in my opinion. Which sounds like Jace has like made a part-time job out of it with some other streamers, anyways. And let's see. Yeah, for Charizards, I think Phantasmal looks better than 151. Like, in my opinion, like, I like the cards that have like multiple Pokemon on them, and this goes so hard. Like, the only thing that was a bummer is that the Japanese version didn't cover part of like Charmander's head and Charmeleon's body. But like, it's fine. Still think it's a beautiful card. Yeah, sounds good. I will. I'll send it whenever it makes sense with some of the other stuff that I'm going to send you, Lakesh. So I'll wait a little bit for probably both you and Jace to send some stuff out until I have some other stuff at my house, and then we'll figure out what makes sense to send out. But yeah, I'll definitely get these sent out in the very near future. I got to figure out what slabs I was going to give away for the contest because I didn't actually tell anybody what slabs. I just had random slabs, so at least I'm not like, oh no, I like gave somebody the wrong slab. I don't want to give somebody this though. That's just mean. Also mean would be giving somebody a 9 base Mewtwo from, I don't even remember, Stellar Crown. Like that's also mean. Let me see. I think if I do 2, I might give away this PSA 6 Chansey because it's a PSA 6, but I don't know. Kind of like it still. And then I'm not giving away this Ninetales, even though it's just a PSA 8, because I love that Ninetales and it brings me back to my childhood. I actually might just do this one, the Japanese Nidoking from like old school Pocket Monsters era. But it's a PSA 9. It's not something I'm emotionally attached to. Which one are you saying to keep it? The Chansey? Honestly, if I were to keep this, I would need it to not be as scratched up foil. Because this looks like if I still have the one in my binder, it's a first edition version, and it's way cleaner than this one. That's for sure. Yeah, even if I don't though, like I'll just these will probably be the 2 cards that I do my like consolation slab prize for that drawing. I just have to go back in my video and make sure I didn't say 3. That's why I drew that one extra person just in case. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a good deal. I'm not trying to bait and switch anything or rip anybody off. I legitimately appreciate everybody and interacting with this community. I'm just yeah, I'm definitely not going to give anything huge out right now, but maybe as my content grows or my channel grows in the future, I'll be able to do some really serious kind of things in the future. But yeah, I'm sure the dude that won the Ascended is probably really, really stoked, especially. Who won the Ascended? It was a person named Carter Pham. Yeah, he just acknowledged. So yeah, I'm just gonna drop ship them so I don't have to go to them, mail them out manually, and that way I don't have to worry about somebody receiving product that I sent from my house and then it had a hit in it that I could have ripped myself. Because the one time I did that was with a Mega Evolution booster bundle, and one of the first contests, like my buddy got lucky and he actually won the bundle, but not the ETB. And so I sent him the Mega Evolution bundle that I had sitting on my desk, and he opened it and he pulled a PSA 10 worthy Venusaur, Mega Venusaur SIR, and I've been chasing that card. I'm still chasing that card. And so like I don't want to give from my own personal stash that's already in my house after that. So that's why like when somebody wins one of these givvies now, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna drop ship one from either wherever I can find it the cheapest online, which sometimes is TikTok, sometimes it's gonna be Walmart, sometimes it's wherever I can find it that day for the cheapest price. And then I just drop ship it because if somebody pulls a hit out of that, I'm like, cool, that box would never have made this, or the same box would never have made it to my house unless they also lived in Las Vegas. Like, if it's, hey, here's a tin from my tins over here, and somebody pulls a God pack, I am going to, like, I would never forgive myself. I would have harassed him more, Lakesh, but he's also the guy that I did a trade to get some of these Pokemon Center ETBs for, and he's also such a good friend to me that when my IP got blocked for the Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center ETB pre-orders, he hopped on using another device of his and was able to finish my order for me on my account. So like that guy's a legend when it comes to helping me out with getting orders in. So yeah, he deserves that Mega Venusaur SIR, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, like the only people it could happen to are the two of you. But I'll be honest, like if I eventually get you guys like each an Ascended booster bundle for helping me with modding and stuff, it's not gonna come from my pre-orders. I'm gonna order that online and send it to your address. Like there's no way, especially with Ascended, that I'm sending you something that's been in my house and having you pull that God pack. I would just feel so bad about it. So yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm even like I got a couple packs like held aside for you guys. I think they're just battle styles or whatever, but my money's on one of you's gonna pull a hit that I didn't pull. um, and that's why I don't mind sending Journey to you guys either, is because I've pulled so much of Journey that there's not a ton of cards I'm chasing from that set. Like, yes, I'd love to like have every card from the set, but it's not the kind of set where I'm like, oh no, you got my grail of all time. Like I don't know what would feel worse for me. Somebody getting a God pack from a pack of Ascended I gave them or I mailed them myself, or somebody pulling the either Pikachu SIR. I think I would feel equally as bad. But yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, well, for all these givvies, I'm just gonna drop ship everything that isn't a slab or whatever, and that makes my life a little bit less chaotic when somebody reaches out and is like, "Thank you so much, I pulled this awesome card," and I'm like, "Good thing it wasn't from my stash." Let's see. So yeah, I think that is it for this afternoon. It's 3 o'clock now. I gotta feed my doggo and record the actual drawing, like winner announcement video itself, and tag all the people. I already reached out to the people that were not the slab people, but the other ones, so that they know they won. But I just gotta reach out to the people that got the slabs. And oh, one last opinion. If you were to get one of these two slabs, which one would be the one you thought you would want more? Because whichever one you say you'd want more is the one that I'm going to give the person that I drew first as like the first runner up versus second. All right, we got 2 for Nidoking and 1 for Chansey so far. Oh boy, do we only have 4 people left in here right now? Are we about to get Jace to say Chansey and then all of a sudden it's like a tie? Okay, all right. So Nido is first place and first slabs, and Chansey's second. That seems fair. Yeah, and Lukash, if you could see this Chansey in more detail up close, you'd be like, "Ooh, that's rough. Like things pretty rough." Ooh, yeah. You want to see some real whitening. I don't know if I can get the right angle. the entire bottom edge of this card is whitened. Yeah, that's true. It is base set. Technically, this is base set too. No, maybe this is Gym 2. But yeah, I will get a better version of this card, at least one. Hopefully, it's in a binder at my parents' house. But I don't know. They had to find my high school diploma for a background check thing. I was like half expecting them not to find my diploma, but find the binder of Pokemon cards. But that didn't happen yet. So maybe when they're looking for the next thing. I was a psycho when I was a teenager though, and I'm kind of suspicious that I like stuffed it somewhere really weird that nobody would look unless I go and like scour the whole house again. So I think we'll find out soon. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. I will probably post an event on TikTok whenever I plan to do another stream sometime this week. It's going to probably be a little bit later in the day, though, most likely, because I'm probably going to have to work till like 5:30. So I'll try to do it as early as I can once I get home, but it might be around that time. But I'll keep everybody posted as to what that looks like. And yeah, I will 100% do a vlog if I do that, or if I find the binder. I might still do the vlog to just document the journey of trying to find that binder, but the content won't hit as well unless there's the binder at the end of the rainbow. All good. Yeah, it's gonna be past 5 on. If I do a stream this week, I might take a break for the week this week because it's the first week of my new job. So I'll keep everybody posted. But at the very latest, I'll do a stream during the day on like Saturday or Sunday or both. And but yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with me for I think it's been a couple hours today. And yeah, I will try to be back this week, but at the very latest, I'll be back this weekend. And I will post the video for all the winners and stuff coming up in the next couple hours here as well. All right, cool. Thanks all, and until next time.